Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new here or you have not already, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the thumbs up as you're listening today. And if you're not a member of our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod, you should be. It's a great group of great people. There's a link down below for you, or you can just search for us right on Facebook. Today, we're taking a look at jeans that sold on eBay. We're taking a look at the entire month of December. I've pulled out some highlights to show you guys. Not every single pair of jeans that sold, just the ones I want to talk about with you as far as brands that are bread and butter and good ones to find that sell for a decent amount of money. We sold 36 pairs of jeans in December, which is kind of slow and bad, especially in the winter. We used to function at 0.5% sell-through rate on all of our clothing. So when we had 2,000 listings, we would sell 10 a day. And it was pretty consistently that way from 2017 through most of 2020. There were times in 2020 when sales were actually better during the shutdown. I think because people were at home on board, everybody got their stimmy money, and people were spending more than they are now. 2021 into 2022, things were different post-COVID, post-shutdown, and you guys know right now the economy's kind of in the shitter. Things are costing more. People don't have as much money, discretionary money to spend, and we're just coming out of holidays as well. And used jeans, come on, let's be honest. Are people really looking for used jeans in December? So I think for right now, until the economy gets better or something else changes, something happens, our new normal we're looking at is about half of what we had always been used to for all those years. And that's pretty much been steady, at least through 22, where we're selling overall clothes, plush, remotes, everything on eBay at about half of the volume that we used to. We're selling a lot more items that cost more money or sell for more money, especially when we were living in Florida, because the cost of goods there was astronomical. There was no 99-cent day. There was no way to get anything for less than $5. So we had to be very choosy about what we were sourcing there. And we had a lot of the higher end brands, but we didn't have the volume. So we weren't listing as much. I did a whole video comparing Florida thrifting to Pennsylvania thrifting. If you're interested in that or you haven't seen it yet, let me make myself a note here. I'll have it come up at the end and you can watch it. But so, you know, if we have 2,000 listings nowadays, we're selling 5 a day on eBay. The good news is we are cross-posting to 4 other platforms and we have other streams of income. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. I've been saying that to you for 6 years, but I really mean it now. Because if we were relying only on eBay, I don't think we can make it. We have to have our other platforms. Poshmark's doing really well for us. We're selling 2 to 5 a day on there, and then there's some days where we'll have spurts of 8, and then some days that, you know, we don't have any. But Poshmark's doing really well. Macari's doing okay. And then we have the occasional surprise on Grilled and Kitism when things sell. We have a couple of things on Amazon. So the other platforms are definitely picking up the slack for eBay. It's a little discouraging, disheartening, whatever the word you want, because it used to be we solidly sold 10 items a day on eBay, averaged out, and the other platforms were extra. Now the other platforms, instead of being in addition to, are making up the difference of. But we're still coming out okay. The reason I wanted to talk about that is, one, I like to be transparent with you guys and honest about how things are going, but also just to let everyone know if this is something you're experiencing, we are too. And we have 2,300 listings on eBay active. We might still be feeling some repercussions of our move, plural. I don't think I've talked about this on the channel, so let me touch on it briefly. A month before we moved to Florida, we weren't listing at all because we were purging and we were packing and we were getting ready to leave. We did at one time have almost 4,000 active listings. We cut that down to under 2,000 to move to Florida. And so we drastically cut the amount we had listed. We were not actively listing for maybe even 2 months right before the move. After we had moved, our store was on vacation hold for like a month to get through the move. Then all of our stuff was in a storage unit. So we had our shipping and handling on like at first it was like once or twice a week. We worked it out. And then it was every other day. And sales were very slow. And we were not finding a lot to source out there to list. Eventually, we got it all straightened out and we were able to put our shipping on same day. We got an apartment with a garage connected to it. So we had our inventory on site. And we went back to same day shipping and listing more regularly. And we were, we were doing our best to get as much inventory as we could. Once we got into that rhythm, then I went on several trips towards the end of last year and we were preparing for another move. So then there was like another month or two ahead of the move where we just weren't listing. We didn't purge this time though. We brought all of our inventory with us this time. So there was no purging. Whatever was listed, it came with us. But a month on both ends, either side, before and after the move, again, we weren't listing. We were not being active. We were dealing with the move. Now we're finally in a rhythm again. And Q4, is not really the best time for used clothing sellers. It's great for everybody. Everybody sells more. But I've always said Q1 is the Q4 for used clothing resellers. Because this is the time when folks have money they received for Christmas and then they get their tax returns. And that's when people shop for clothing for themselves. So that all said, I understand the economy is bad, that people do not have as much discretionary money. Things cost more now. People aren't spending like they used to. But I think, honestly, a lot of our problems we're struggling with as far as slow sales is because, basically, from the beginning of 2021 until now, so that's 2 full years, we were constantly putting the store on hold, dealing with the move there, move back. I don't think we've ever fully recouped or gotten back into the volume and the routines that we had from 2017 through 2021. So it could be that we did this to ourselves and it's just going to take a lot of hard work and continued routines, doing our processes the way we do and just listing and getting back into that rhythm and building the volume up. And then we may see an increase in sales. Hopefully something happens with the economy that's good. But I just wanted to put that out there, like full transparency. Our sales are slow. They're half of what they should be. And they have been that way since we moved to Florida. And I never really knew if it was something post-COVID or just moving. But thinking about it and talking about it, Keith and I had a business meeting this morning. I really think that might be what it is. But thankfully, again, we're on the other platforms. We have other streams of income. So everybody should take that to heart. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure you're on other platforms because then they can pick up the slack. Have other streams of income too. You guys can build up your social media and do affiliate links. You can make reels on Instagram and get monetized. You can start a YouTube channel. If things go real bad, you can always pick up small gigs outside of the house that aren't like full-time jobs that will interfere with your reselling. There's options out there for multiple streams of income. And I just don't want to see anybody just having one stream of income right now because right now, especially, it's not a great idea. List Perfectly can help you cross-post and keep track of all your inventory management on all your platforms. If you want to try it, you can get 30% off your first month with our code FlippinHippos. So there's all that. So we sold 36 pairs of jeans. We're at about half of where we should be. We worked out the sell-through rate this morning. We have 568 listed, so we probably should have sold more, around 72, maybe 80 pairs. I shouldn't say should, because this might be the new normal. Having a 0.25% sell-through rate instead of a 0.5% sell-through rate on used clothing might be the new normal. But we sold some good ones. So again, volume is lower, but we're selling a lot more of our higher end bread and butters and bolo jeans. Let's take a look. We'll start with the TK Axel Wolcott vintage boot jeans. That is a mouthful. I picked these up because they were new at tags. They sold for full asking of $34.99, and I would get them again. I would probably get them used. I mean, if I can get $34.99 new at tags, I can probably get about 20 used if I can get them for 99 cents. These were 99 cents, believe it or not. Anytime I find anything with tags, it could be Walmart brand. If it's 99 cents and it's new with tags, it's coming home with me. New with tags, even poop brands sell faster, sell for more money. And especially around the holidays, because again, I already mentioned who's looking for used clothing on the holidays. They're looking for gifts. Levi's slender boot cords. I love corduroy pants. I hadn't really been thrifting them the last couple of years because their cost was just too high in Florida. But now that I'm back in 99 cent land, I'm going to be stocking up on a lot of corduroy pants and booty shorts because we're getting into spring soon, right? Free People. So I've seen a couple posts on Instagram lately, comment in the comment sections, and people discussing this brand, saying it's poop and they don't pick it up. Okay, but I picked this pair up new at tags for $5 and sold them for $46.99, and they only took about a month to sell. And then this pair sold for $32.80, and I believe these ones were only $2, half off. I think they were $3.99. And these took a couple of months, but they were different looking, so that was cool. So I still like these. But again, new at tags is always great, right? Here's J Brand. Still a good brand to look out for. These are the Love Story jeans. I took a best offer of $35.99. I'm just going to cross stuff off my list as I tell you so I don't get mixed up. $39.99. These are bell-bottom flare. I do really well with bell-bottom flare, and I don't know anything about fashion. You guys know I live in pajama pants or jeans. But I do really well. I don't know if bell-bottoms are coming back in style. Things always circular around. It was skinny jeans for a while. I just do well with them, so I grab them when I find them. These are Levi's 515 women's. They sold for $37.49. So 515s are definitely the jeans that you want to be picking up. And you can see they also paid for expedited shipping. So these would have been something I would have had free shipping on. They must have needed these really fast for Christmas, so they paid money to have them shipped quicker. So they actually paid like $47 for these jeans. 515s. J. Crew. This is a solid bread and butter brand. I took a best offer of 20 on these, which I'm good with. They're men's, so I do start them around 25. Women's J. Crew, I start at 20. These are the Driggs. J. Crew does really well on Poshmark, but I list it everywhere, and these actually sold really fast. 7 for All Mankind. I know a lot of folks avoid this brand unless it's the dojos. I love them. I mean, you guys see these almost every single week in my What Sold on eBay videos. You see them in my monthly jeans that sold and on Poshmark what sold for the month. These sell for me. So I like them. I get, 30, 35 for them. And I usually pick them up for like 99 cents. So there you have it. These sold for $29.99. These are 311 shaping skinny jeans. Sold for $29.99. I do love the shaping skinny. These are the 311s. I believe the 711 has a shaping skinny that doesn't comp as high. Joe's Jeans, petite boot cut, $34.99. I did take a best offer of $26.99, but I start all my Joe's Jeans at $34.99. And sometimes I get it. There are some Joe's Jeans that have a name on them. They have the honey something. Some of those I'll start even at $40, just depending on what style they are. But Joe's Jeans is a good brand. Here's some more 7 for All Mankind. These are just the A pocket flare. And these ones sold for $26.24. Y'all, this is one of my favorite brands. This is Democracy. I have 2 pairs that sold this month. I have one in the Ab Technology and one in the Absolution. Now, the Absolution ones are plus size, so I did start them higher. I did take a best offer of $27 on these. And these ones sold for $29.99. And they're brown. I love Democracy. Here's another 7 for All Mankind. These ones sold for $29.99. We have Chico's up next. I have a rule with Chico's. I don't source it unless it's 99 cents. And it has to be the Chico's So Slimming or the Chico's So Lifting. I don't get any other Chico's. The So Slimming and So Lifting are slimming jeans, much like the Democracy Ab Technology and Absolution. Or you may be familiar with the Not Your Daughter's jeans. They have slimming. Women like slimming jeans. There's just no way around it. Even I do. And they sell well. I took a best offer of $22.49. We have Levi's 505s. I took a best offer of $25 on. I do love the 505s, especially the men's. They sell faster and for more money, but I'll take the women's any day. 514s. These I took a best offer of $21.50. I love Levi's. 7 for All Mankind women's jeans. Best offer $23. So that's 1, 2, 4 pairs of 7 for All Mankind that sold last month. I'll tell you, I like that brand. And last but not least, a bread and butter. What? Jake Jill. Don't most people avoid this brand and call it poop? They do, but these were new tags. Spoiler alert. These had their butt tags on them. That's a TJ Maxx tag, but the back of the jeans had this still attached to it from the store. So it's new tags to me. And 99 cents. And sold for $26.24. So don't discount those poop brands if you find them new at tags. If you want to learn any more about any of these brands that you saw today or have a specific to Levi's guide right at your fingertips, guys, I did release the 2023 jeans guide. It's all new and updated for 2023, but it has some additional aspects to it that last year's jean guide didn't have. I have a Levi's specific section. I have a pricing guide based on how I price my jeans. There's tons of new brands and information. If you would like to get your hands on the jeans guide, it is only $24.99. And actually, let me show you how you can get it real easy. I will also put this down in the description box for you, a link right to it. But if you think, I want Sarah's jeans guide and I don't want to go back to the YouTube video and get it, you can go to flippinhippos.com, go to our training and guides, and it's right here, along with our others and some bundle deals. But you can get it right here for $24.99. There's a lot of really good information in it. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, use the comment section. That's what it's there for, and I do answer everybody. Go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.